I think of him sometimes like Marvin Hagler, who when he fought Duran, he gave him too much respect, and it was close. So when he fought Hearns, he thought, no, I'm going to go knock him out. What mentality do you want Canelo to have for this fight?
Para que un poco más rinjame lo que tiene que hacer. Cuando ves a Canelo, toda esa mentalidad que él tiene que hacer. Lo mejor de su carrera, lo mejor de 20 años de preparación y de peleador, eso se va a ver el sábado. This is the best Canelo we're going to see in 20 years of career, and we're going to see it Saturday.
Canelo Alvarez has always carried the aura of a confident champion who thrives under pressure. In one of his recent statements, he made it very clear that he is looking forward to the fight with Terence Crawford and boldly promised that he will knock him out for sure. Such declarations are not unusual for Canelo, who has built his reputation on being both outspoken and fearless. His knockout power has been one of the defining elements of his career, as he has dismantled some of the best names in boxing history. By guaranteeing a stoppage victory against Crawford, he is sending a psychological message to both his opponent and the fans.
He thinks Bomac might throw the towel in to stop the fight.
Oh, could be. In boxing, everything can happen, right?
Do you believe you knock him out?
Yeah, why not?
Canelo, you said last year you have everything to lose and nothing to gain. And then you said if he wins, no, if you win, you'll say he's too small.
Yeah.
Is that still the same for you now?
No, when you don't have in mind one fight, you think in that way. But when you see how big is this fight, it's a big fight.
While Alvarez acknowledged that Terence Crawford looks impressive in his new physical shape, he quickly followed by asserting that none of that matters once they step into the ring. According to Canelo, the fight will ultimately show who he truly is as a champion. He also explained that whenever a big fight is announced, there are always many conversations, speculations, and doubts coming from different corners. Each fan and analyst holds their own beliefs, which naturally stir debates about the outcome. However, Canelo's stance remains unwavering. He believes that regardless of what others predict, he will have the final say by proving himself inside the ring.
It's good. I feel happy because that you realize it's gonna be a good fight. So we expect a good fight.
There are rumors circulating. A lot of people, conspiracy theories, think that it's photoshopped. What's your opinion?
I don't think so. I don't think so. People always talk, speculate and everything, but that's good. Around big fights always happen.
You're somebody who has moved up and through the weights himself. What do you think the biggest challenge of it is, and what do you think he maybe is underestimating with it?
No, maybe they know, but if not, I'm gonna remind them September 13. I can do a lot of things in the ring, and I'm gonna put everything there.
Veteran trainer Abel Sanchez expressed serious reservations about this matchup, pointing out that he does not want to see Canelo Alvarez fight Terence Crawford or anyone else in that division. Sanchez believes the size difference is too drastic and could become a dangerous factor. His perspective reflects the concern that Canelo, who has moved through multiple weight classes, might be stretching himself too far by taking on challenges that involve significant size disadvantages. From Sanchez's standpoint, such fights could compromise Canelo's longevity as a fighter and possibly place him in unnecessary danger.
I don't want to see Terence fight Canelo, but I would love to see him fight anybody in that division, because even up to 154, because I think he's the cream of the crop.
Well, why not Canelo? Is that just a little too much?
It'd be like Canelo fighting the Charlo. It just, even though he's got a lot of talent, it's just not enough size.
Former world champion Carl Froch noted that Crawford's current condition makes him appear both big and strong, which could become a problem for Canelo in the fight. Froch went further by reminding everyone that Canelo has not been invincible over the course of his career. He suffered a loss to Floyd Mayweather earlier, and more recently, to Dimitri Bivol, which showed that Alvarez can indeed be defeated when matched against the right opponent. According to Froch, these setbacks are proof that Crawford's size and strength could place serious pressure on Canelo in the ring.
It's good. Counter punches, fast hands, naturally the lighter man, so it's going to be naturally the quicker man. But I said earlier, he's looking bigger and stronger, so I think he's going to be able to cope with pressure from Canelo at times. But Canelo, I'm talking about, how does he win? And I think use his size, his strength, and his weight advantage, his natural weight advantage, to sort of bully Crawford around and push him back and put him under pressure, if indeed he can. And I just think that his natural ability, he's got high work rate, Canelo. He throws combination punches, he's great with a jab, he's defensive, he's a masterclass in it. He does everything really, really well, exceptionally well. but he's also tough. Never been down, never been put over, never really looked like he'd been hurt. I mean, he's had a couple of losses, hasn't he? He's lost to Mayweather, he's lost to Dimitri Bivol, but he never really looked hurt. I think Bivol caught him with a couple of shots that may have buzzed him. Never went anywhere, did he? Never touched down on the canvas. So for Crawford to actually hit him and hurt him, or hit him and put him away, I can't see that happening. Canelo just needs to do what Canelo does, which is busy, excellent boxing masterclass work, but on his front foot and put Terence Bud Crawford under pressure. And that will probably be enough for him to get the job done. Now, for Crawford to win this fight, he's going to have to box and move, use his speed, use the ring craft, you know, the skills that we've seen time and time again. Ricky Burns, I've mentioned, Kell Brook, the big win against Errol Spence. Nobody thought that would be a one-sided whooping, but that's what it was. Terence Crawford outclassed Errol Spence. Errol Spence is a phenomenal fighter. We know how good he is, and look what Bud Crawford managed to do to him. Such a quality fighter, and he's unbeaten as well. So he's coming into this fight, doesn't know how to lose. I know he's older than Canelo Alvarez. Has he got one eye on retirement? Maybe, but he's not going to want to go out on a loss. So Crawford needs to be fast behind the jab, combination punches, busy body and head, fast leg work all the way around the ring, use his speed, make Canelo reach like Bivol did.
Veteran broadcaster Jim Gray described this clash as one of the biggest fights that come along only once in a while. For Gray, the attraction lies in the fact that both Canelo and Crawford are regarded as two of the greatest fighters of their era. The matchup is incredibly difficult to predict because both fighters bring distinct advantages. Alvarez has the power and experience of numerous high-profile battles, while Crawford has the versatility, skill set, and unbeaten momentum that make him a dangerous opponent. Gray's comments highlight why this fight captures the imagination of fans. It is not a one-sided contest, but rather a meeting of two icons whose strengths could produce a classic.
You're asking me to break down a fight. I mean, obviously the big focus is on the weight and coming up in the division. And, but look, Terence Crawford fights from both sides. And while Canelo has fought guys who, have been southpaws and so forth, they usually don't switch in the middle of the round. So you never know what can happen in these fights. Canelo is a bigger guy, and Canelo, we saw what happened to him when he went up against Bivol. So we know what that looks like. And so, it's a tough assignment to move up in weight, but Terence Crawford has taken on every tough assignment, and he looks in great shape. And this guy's really something. So it's hard to say. If you start analyzing and breaking this down, there are advantages for both.